Big thank you to the Central Vermont Hog Chapter and the Champlain Valley Hog Chapter, who did a lot of volunteer work, parking, setting things up, taking things down. So we really, really do appreciate that. So if you're out there in the crowd, make your way over here. We're going to announce the winners. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and thank all of you for coming out today. We can't put these events on without all of you. We do this for you, but we literally have no way of putting on these events without the support of all the riders, Vermont, Northern New Hampshire, Northern New York. So we just want to take a moment and thank you for all of that. It really is greatly appreciated. We love the bike show. It's literally our favorite event of the year. And it's a lot of planning, but we love what we do. We love the vendors. We love everything about it, but we can't do it without all of you. So a round of applause for yourself. Thank you so much. Barbara, I visited with Barbara Wilkins. Make some noise if you know Barbara Wilkins. Okay. So Harry and Barbara started this business in 1947, my grandparents. Barbara, many of you know, Harry passed away in 2000. And my grandmother is still around, 93 years old. She does have dementia, so she doesn't like big crowds as much as she used to. But I talked with her 2 days ago, and I told her, she asked me what's going on in the dealership, and I told her about the bike show, and her face lights up. She loves this stuff. So, I tell you that because it's important that all of you know she wanted to be here. She loves this type of stuff. She loves riders. She tells me to tell everybody that, you know, tell all my favorites out there, which is probably everybody in the crowd, right, that she misses you. But I just wanted to tell you that I did have that conversation with her, and it's meaningful. So appreciate everybody's support. People asking about Barb, and that's the reason that she's not here, but she is thinking of all of you. So I just want to let you know that. We want to take an additional moment and have Jenna come out here. Jenna, come out in the middle here. I know Jenna's making a face, but come on out here. Round of applause for Jenna. Jenna is the person that does her normal job, and then on top of that, does all the work behind the scenes on interacting with vendors, setting up the layout, working for volunteers, finding the bikini bike wash, whatever that may be. It's a lot of work that goes into this. And no one really, even inside the dealership, knows what goes on in setting this thing up. So we have a lot of people that work hard building it the day of the event. But as far as all the work behind the scenes, Jenna does all of that. She literally, round of applause for Jenna, absolutely. Jenna literally sends out an email a couple weeks before and then the week leading. And it's a very direct email, and in it lists each of our names, and my name is in there, and she says, this is what you're gonna do. And then the day of the event, she walks over, hands me a clipboard, go outside and do this, right? She doesn't mess around. This is why these events go really, really well. So absolutely, she is fantastic. So as a little reward for Jenna, we have I know there's a lot of different little things she likes to do, but she does a lot for other people. And so we're gonna give her, send her to get a massage and her nails done. So. Okay, so we're gonna work through, we're gonna start off with Sportster, Best Sportster. It takes a moment. We wanna bring the winners out here, so it does take a moment for them to bring them out. So we'll have to have everybody kind of make their way so we can get the bikes out for a quick photo. Third place winner of Sportster, and I'm gonna announce kind of rapid fire so people can get on deck and get their Sportsters out here. Third place, David Mott with his 2002 883 Hugger. David. Second place, while we're getting third place over here, Lisa Lee with her 2022 Iron 883. Lisa. First place is someone that's no stranger to bike shows, Richard Miles, 2014 48. Richard, do you want to take a moment and just talk about your company here, because I think it's important people know you do this yourself.
Richard's Auto Body, Custom Paint Shop, Concord, Vermont. That's about it.
Richard is, I think he's perfected. And what are we calling the flames again?
Real fire.
Real Fire Flames. So if you get a chance to go over and look at this, he does it right in Concord, Vermont. We've used him. He's high quality. The gloss on it, we've never had any issue. It's been absolutely fantastic. So highly recommended if you want to put these on your motorcycle. Round of applause for Richard. Okay, Best Dyna. Third place, Terry Nunn, 1994 Y Glide. Terry. Second place finish, D9, Don Goodwin on his Fat Bob. No year listed on this. I don't know that that was intentional or not. First place finish on Best Dyna. And who? Raise your hand if you have if you use Instagram. Raise your hand if you use Instagram. Anybody? Quite a few people. So my 2 cents is take a picture of the winner of the Best Dyna, and your Instagram will blow up. I promise you. It does every time we post pictures of first place finish. Sierra Phillips. Sierra, 2017 Street Bob. Third place Softail, ST15, Keith Gomo, 2005 Fat Boy. Keith. Second place in the Softail class is Laura Bennett, 2006 Heritage Softail Classic. First place Best Softail, Bill Sweeney, 2003 Heritage Softail Classic. Bill Sweeney. We're gonna keep things rolling with touring. Third place is T13 Richard Trempy, 2006 Firefighter Shrine. Third place in touring, Richard Trempy, 2006 Firefighter Shrine. Second place, T6 Travis Payette. Second place, Travis. First place is Mike Gothier with T14. Mike, who does all the work on this bike?
I've done everything but the paint.
This is another bike that every time we see it, it constantly is changing. Have you stopped modifying it, or?
I think I'm close. You talked me into an old bogey glide, so.
We sold you a new bike to ride.
I'm done. This one's done. On to the next.
Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you.
If you didn't see our trike, we entered into our own competition. We came in second, clearly. There's no competition on this one, but the first place finish was Dylan Moulton with his 1958 trike. While we're waiting for Dylan with his first place trike, the one right next to it is a red 1955. We bought that in Maine. That a family owned that, and a gentleman delivered lobsters with that. And he ran his own lobster business for decades. Opened a restaurant, kept that motorcycle. He passed away recently. His family, we found that for sale, and they wanted to keep that without being parted out. And so if you look at that red 1955, that we call it the lobster bike because it used to deliver lobsters out in Maine. Pretty cool. That's Dylan, and he's too young to ride. Okay. Can we shut it down for a moment? Okay. Well, I'll push you afterwards. Dylan, this is your trike?
Yep.
And did you build it? Tell us a little bit about it.
Me and my papa built it. It took about 2 years.
And so you just did it right out of the garage?
Yep.
Do you learn a lot?
Yep.
Swear a little bit?
Nope.
No swearing.
He did.
Okay, that's more like it. A round of applause for Dylan. Congratulations, Dylan. That's very, very cool. Best antique. Third place, Michael Larrabee in his 1987 FLHTC. Round of applause for Michael. Second place is A5 Scott Bedard, 1970 FX. First place in the antique show, Kent Powell on his 1931 VL. Kent Powell, 1931 VL. Ken, where did this come from?
So this was actually a buddy of mine. He painted the tins, thus why it's yellow, but that's as far as he got. And then he unfortunately got pancreatic cancer and passed away. His widow asked me would I take the bike, put it together, and finish his dream. So this is actually John Martin's bike. I'm just caretaker.
I love that. Custom class, Third place, C7, James White, 1983 FX SB. James, tell us real quickly about this bike. Where I was looking it over earlier. Where'd you find it? Tell us. It's got some interesting markings.
Well, I found this down in Lebanon, New Hampshire. It started life as a FXSB lowrider. Since out of breath.
We all are.
The only thing left out of it, the 83, is the engine. Everything else has been replaced. It's all custom stuff, custom paint job. I did it while I was shit-faced.
Maybe that's why I like it. Well, it's a beautiful bike. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Second place, C8, Dave Dennis, on his 2016 Indian Vintage. And Dave has been busting my balls all day about this Indian. So, Dave, you feel bad? Do you feel bad now busting my balls all day?
I feel bad because I have an Indian here.
You shouldn't feel bad. We love all 2 or 3 wheels. It doesn't matter to us. First place around here is Eric Del Toro. Eric, you shut it down for 1 second here. We just want to ask you a couple quick questions. We'll take a photo real quick here. Eric, tell us about this bike and the paint, who built it, all that stuff.
Well, I gotta give thanks to a bunch of good friends who helped me be where I'm at. So it took a lot of time.
I bet it did, and this is exactly why I wanted to ask about it, because I know a lot of heart, sweat, tears, right? The talks that go on when you're building these types of things. Just want to congratulate you. Amazing motorcycle.
Thank you.
Congratulations. First place, Eric Del Toro. Almost done here. Third place, metric class, James Myers, 2009 Yamaha V-Star.
Richard Miles painted this bike as well.
I was going to ask that. It's he certainly has a unique way of painting these flames. Richard Miles, if you guys remember, Richard was first place in Sportster class. This is he also did the paint on this one right here. So, second place metric class, Kim Kelly, 2004 Honda VTX 1300. Round of applause. First place, Ray Stone, 2009 Yamaha Trike. Ray, tell us a little bit about this.
It's an 09 Roadliner, custom paint by Dale Flewelling in Newport, New Hampshire.
And anything else, any other custom work done to it?
No, it's just a paint job. It's a California sidecar truck, and I bought it this way in 2012. I've been riding it ever since.
Congratulations. We'll do the Harry J. Wilkins Award first. Those of you that don't know what this award is about, it's about my grandfather. When I grew up as a kid, we would be having Sunday dinner. People would stop by. They'd have a problem with their motorcycle. He would go outside, work on the bike, come back in, wash his hands, and go back to dinner. He often had to, he didn't have overnight parts. He didn't have the ability to run down and order things on Amazon, so sometimes you just had to make things work. When we created the Harry J. Wilkins Award, it was in honor of people, sometimes custom fabrication, sometimes doing it themselves, sometimes they're hiring in it, but ultimately it's about very custom work that isn't easy to do. And those of you that are out there that work on your own motorcycles, or those of you that built some of the bikes that we've seen today, many of which are still out there that didn't get an award today, understand what that's all about. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of time to make something that looks really small fit together and work correctly, especially when you're on 2 or 3 wheels. So we just want to commend all of you that do that. But the winner for this year of the Harry J. Wilkins Award in honor of my grandfather is ST16, Bill Sweeney with his 2003 Heritage. Bill, we're going to have you come back here. Talk to us about this motorcycle. What went into it? Did you do it yourself? Did someone else do it? Just walk us through the bike.
I did everything on the bike except for the paint. It's got the motors aftermarket, everything. I just put the Dirty Bird concept rear end on it. I just put the Dirty Bird concept rear end on it with the rear air, front air. I made the radio, speakers everywhere. I mean,
If you were to take a guess, how many hours do you think you have into it?
hundreds.
And were there times where things just didn't fit together and it just took a lot of extra time to make them work?
Many of times, yeah.
Swearing?
Lots.
Of beers?
Yes.
Congratulations, Bill. We're really pleased with this motorcycle. Quite an accomplishment. This is the Harry J. Wilkins Award in honor of my grandfather. Thank you, Bill. I know everybody is going to get out of here real quick. Ride safe. We really do appreciate all of you coming out today. Our favorite event of the year. Take your time. Pay attention to intersections, corners. Please be safe out there. This year's People's Choice, voted by you all, is Dylan Moulton with his 1958 trike. Dylan Moulton. Dylan, come back over here. Dylan, we already got pictures of the trike. We just want to learn a little bit more about it. Where did the trike come into being, and how old were you when you started doing this?
I was probably 6, and my grandfather bought it home in boxes.
And what did you think? Was this something you were interested right from the start?
Yeah.
So you got the bug right away when you were 6 years old?
No.
Later on?
Yeah.
Okay, and what would you say as far as putting this together was the most challenging part?
Not sure.
It all was challenging?
Kinda.
Your grandfather, was he a good guide?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dylan. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip home. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.